Sri Guru Srijutam Padukam Sri Guru Vishnavamscha Sri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhamnitam Jnana Shalakaya Chakshuritam Krishna Sri Gurave Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Rakshaka Sridhara Swami Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nami Namaste Saraswati Devam Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatari Vishnu Padaya Gaura Prasthaya Bhutale Srimad Bhakti Pradaya Puri Goswami Nami Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Daita Madhava Swami Nami Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Nami Gauri Ganga Tatinava Brajanava Dipitmani Sri Chaitanya Matha Prakasha Kavalo Jivaika Kalyana Sri Siddhanta Saraswati Vidita Gauriya Gurvannai Bhatu Bhanuriva Prabhatu Gavani Rupangai Pujitaha Gaurangai Kagati Prajasitamati Sri Gauradhama Sthiti Satchastraika Vriti Usanga Virati Dustabhyatha Niskriti Sri Rupai Karati Sanatanamati Sri Jivati Jastati Sri Siddhanta Saraswati Vijayati Gauriya Goshtipati Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. See, Lord Krishna is our best God. Our divine mistress Srimati Radhika is our best goddess. So, Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, best Lord. Therefore, while engaging in their devotional service, we also try to we should also try to do their service, offer our service in a best way, best befitting manner, because we are trying to relate to the best. So we should also try to make sincere best endeavor to offer our service in the best possible way.
Le Seigneur Krishna est le meilleur Dieu, l'ultime Dieu. Srimati Radhika, c'est la meilleure déesse, l'ultime déesse. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, c'est le meilleur Dieu. Donc nous qui essayons de relationner, d'entrer en contact, de servir ce meilleur Dieu, cette meilleure déesse, alors nous devrions rendre notre service le mieux possible.
Everything in this world can be done in worst way, good way, better way and best way.
Tout dans ce monde peut être fait de façon négligée, de façon bien, de façon très bien et de façon la meilleure.
Similarly, in relation to the service world, in other words, in relation to the world of our spiritual endeavors, service endeavors, we also have all these ways. Bad ways, also half-hearted ways, and bad ways mean half-hearted ways, neglectful ways, also good way, better way, best way.
Et c'est pareil dans le monde du service, dans le monde de notre vie spirituelle. Il y a des façons mauvaises, des façons négligées, des façons bonnes, des façons très bonnes et des façons la meilleure. Excellent.
We should try to avoid, consciously avoid the bad and worst way of doing things in our spiritual life, which is full of ignorance, lethargy, negligence, don't like botheration, somehow or other formally doing. These are called bad ways of doing things in a bad faith. That's not advisable.
Donc,
I mean, that's not good.
Bien sûr, dans notre vie spirituelle, on devrait absolument éviter, consciemment éviter le mauvais, le négligé. Parce que si on fait les choses simplement de façon négligée, bon bah faut que je le fasse, tac tac tac, ce sera vraiment pas bon. On doit vraiment éviter ça.
There is a saying, oh, he is doing it in bad faith, not in good faith. But well, it's not even faith when it is bad in the first place. So it's just saying.
On dit parfois, il le fait par mauvaise foi. Mais c'est en fait, il y a la mauvaise foi, la bonne foi, mais c'est même pas. Quand on dit la mauvaise foi, c'est même pas de la foi en fait.
Because our aim should be to give our best to our best beautiful, benevolent Lord. Give our best to our best Lord. Not that I will give only good or better, but the best. That should be our aim, whether or not we are able to do that. Yes.
Notre but, ça devrait être d'offrir notre meilleur service à notre meilleur Seigneur. Pas seulement un bon service ou un très bon service, mais le meilleur, l'excellence.
That should be our aim, principle, our motto, to give our best to Guru Gauranga Radha. Krishna Chandra. Okay. At least we make that endeavor.
Ça devrait être notre motto, notre but de donner le meilleur de nous-mêmes, le meilleur de notre service à Guru Gauranga Radha Krishna. Ça devrait être, au moins on devrait tendre vers ça.
Although we are not always qualified, or prepared, able to give our best to our Lord, but still our intention should be that. Aim and intention with the best of our sincerity should be that, to reach that quality, that standard.
Et même si parfois nous ne sommes pas qualifiés pour cela, mais au moins on devrait avoir l'intention et la sincérité de faire l'effort de tendre vers cette excellence.
When Supreme Lord sees that we are sincere, with the best of our sincerity, we are trying to give our best to him, to her. At least we are making our sincere effort to do that. Oh, also quality reciprocation will come from his end. Response will come from his end in the form of blessings, grace, which will help us to grow further, develop, blossom.
Et lorsque le Seigneur voit notre sincère effort, alors sa bénédiction va descendre et il nous aidera à éclore.
So, at every step of our spiritual life, life of devotion, that should be our aim and motto. To do things, not to remain satisfied, just only doing things in a good way. Better way, to the best way, in relation to Guru Gauranga divine couple.
À chaque stade, à chaque étape de notre vie spirituelle, nous devrions garder à l'esprit ce but de donner le meilleur de nous-mêmes. Pas seulement se satisfaire d'un bon service ou d'un très bon service, mais évoluer jusqu'au meilleur des services, jusqu'à l'excellence.
That is called real cultivation, real development of spiritual life. Cultivation means not to remain limited within one level without growth. Cultivation is continuous cultivation. Means with growth, with development, with further blossoming. It continues to the limitlessness, because we are also relating to the truth that of unlimited character, unlimited divine character, full of unlimited power, beauty, bliss. Okay, source of all taste of ecstatic love.
C'est ce qu'on appelle le développement ou le fait de cultiver notre vie spirituelle. Ça veut dire, quand on cultive quelque chose, c'est pas que ça reste au même niveau, non, ça évolue, ça grandit, ça éclot, ça se développe. Et puisque nous nous relations avec l'illimité, l'illimité dans la puissance, dans la beauté, dans la richesse, dans le renoncement, etc., alors notre dévotion spirituelle, notre conscience spirituelle peut se développer et être cultivée jusqu'à l'infini.
Go. Such mode is really complementary to the Sharanagati, cultivation of Sharanagati. Loving surrender and doing services in the mode of love surrender. Not just in the mode of goodness, in the mode of love surrender.
Donc c'est très complémentaire cette notion avec la notion de Sharanagati, d'abandon. Nous devrions pas seulement faire un service dans la vertu, mais dans l'abandon par l'amour, l'abandon amoureux.
In the mode and mode of love surrender to the supreme divine, supreme beautiful, the beautiful, the divine.
Cet état d'âme d'abandon empreint d'amour pour le Seigneur suprême, l'infiniment beau et sublime.
I explain the same absolute reality as the supreme divine, the supreme beauty, the supremely beautiful.
Le suprêmement beau, le suprême divin. La suprême réalité.
The supreme bliss or supremely blissful. Adjective come name.
L'adjectif devient un nom. Le suprêmement extatique.
Just as Guru Maharaj says, reality the beautiful.
Notre Guru Maharaj dit toujours en reality the beautiful, le beau. In French, how to translate this? Reality the beautiful. Reality the beautiful.
Absolute reality, the beautiful means characterized as beautiful.
Cette réalité se caractérise par la beauté.
This can be called as some names to the adjectives. Just so we find many beautiful names of Krishna, Radhika, Mahaprabhu. Their adjectives come holy names. Okay. Similarly, when you see, as Guru Maharaj says, supreme reality, the beautiful. Okay. Supreme reality, the divine. Reality, the blissful. Reality, the supreme bliss, supreme divinity. Adjective come holy names. English language.
Quand un adjectif est connecté à Dieu, il devient un saint nom. Comme expliquer en français, mais bon, l'adjectif se transforme en un nom comme la suprême réalité.
Krsna, c'est l'infiniment fascinant.
L'infiniment fascinant, etc.
In grammatical sense we call adjective and noun. Holy names are almost like noun form, adjective. It's much more than adjective and noun form I am speaking about, technically speaking. So, adjective is vishesham, means meaningful glorification of a thing, of a truth, called adjective. And noun means it is just addressing that supreme truth with its own, describing its nature and character on the whole, called noun, through a name.
Donc un adjectif est une description, une glorification de quelque chose ou d'une personne, et un nom c'est une adresse quand on s'adresse à quelqu'un, quelque chose, en décrivant sa nature.
Spontaneously, this spontaneously appeared in my heart, so I spoke accordingly.
Donc ceci est spontanément apparu dans mon cœur, c'est pour ça que je parle de cela.
Sometimes what happens in our life, we just stay open-hearted. We never know which aspect of Krishna consciousness, which aspect, which topics of the Harikatha, Krishna Katha will appear from the heart. Okay, you don't know, just stay open-hearted. Something appears in the mind in spontaneously.
Parfois, simplement en restant le cœur ouvert, on ne sait pas qu'est-ce qui se manifestera, apparaîtra dans notre cœur, mais quelque chose se manifeste et la Harikatha peut commencer.
Sometimes we don't want to fix a topic beforehand. After all, we are relating to the Supreme Lord, who is characterized by unlimited topics, innumerable topics. Okay, so how can you fix one topic sometimes ahead?
Parfois, on ne veut pas fixer à l'avance un sujet particulier de discussion, parce qu'après tout, nous nous adressons au Seigneur suprême qui est un sujet de discussion infini.
Any particular query, specific query from any good heart?
Est-ce qu'il y a une question particulière d'un bon cœur?
Two hands raised at the same time.
Deux mains se lèvent au même moment.
Also,
Trois mains.
all being raised at the same time, simultaneously.
Qui se lèvent en même temps.
That's a very good sign.
C'est un bon signe.
Everybody wants to take the first chance. Okay.
Tout le monde veut la première occasion.
Good sign of the positive sign of the enthusiasm.
Un signe positif d'enthousiasme.
So, play some lottery. Whose question should be taken first?
Pique-ni douce étoile, ce sera pas toi. Il y en a 4 ? Ah, c'est fort. Pique-ni douce étoile, ce sera pas toi. Ramalila. Pique-ni douce étoile, ce sera pas toi. Ok, responsabilité.
Je voudrais savoir s'il peut nous raconter l'histoire du chant Govinda Madhaveti. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
L'histoire ?
Oui.
Tu veux dire d'où il vient ou ce que je sais pas si une histoire, c'est juste 3 noms qui sont mis ensemble.
Oui, c'est un chant que Yamuna Devidasi a chanté au temple.
Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. One of the Saketi. Hey Krishna, hey Govinda, hey Saketi, Govinda. Krishna he Govinda he Shashaketi Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
Srila Mataji, she would like to know if there is a story. What's the story behind this song?
Story behind this song? Which story you know about?
Donc, quelle
What you
histoire?
heard about?
Qu'est-ce que tu as entendu comme histoire par rapport à ce chant?
C'est quand Mère Yashoda elle baraque le beurre et médite sur les gloires de son fils.
So I heard that it's when Mother Yashoda is churning butter, then she's singing the glories of her son.
Yes. You heard rightly.
Tu as bien entendu.
This song, such song is closely connected with Mother Yashoda, her love for her divine son, Damodara Gopala.
Donc cette chanson est très intimement reliée à Mère Yashoda et exprime son amour pour son enfant. Govinda Damodara.
But such song was also sung by other Braja Gopis, closely related to Mother Yashoda, not just only Mother Yashoda.
Cette chanson était chantée aussi par d'autres Braja Gopis qui étaient amis de Mère Yashoda, pas seulement Mère Yashoda.
So, according to some devotees, Mother Yashoda sometimes sang this song, certain portions of the song, not the whole song, it is a big song. Okay. So because in some portions it contains like words like Yadava, okay, and other words in opulence, representing opulence, they will not be very so dear to Mother Yashoda's heart.
Donc d'après certains Vaishnavas, Mère Yashoda chantait certaines portions de ce chant. Parce que dans ce chant, il y a par exemple Yadava qui exprime l'opulence de Krishna et c'est pas du tout le mood de Mère Yashoda.
Because the term is Yadava coming from Yadu, Yadu dynasty. It is carrying more Mathura mood, that of Vasudevam Devaki mood. But Maya Yashoda considers Krishna Gopala as her own son. Nobody else's son. Too much possessive, completely possessive, wholeheartedly possessive about her own Gopala. Okay, don't want to bring any other conception that Gopala becomes Yadava.
Yadava veut dire celui qui vient de la dynastie Yadu. Et la dynastie Yadu est plutôt connectée à Mathura, à Devaki, Vasudev. Et Mère Yashoda, elle a beaucoup un esprit de possession. Pour elle, son petit Gopal, c'est que à elle.
Sakheti, maybe sometimes mother also has mood of friendship with son. Sakheti can go.
Saketi, ça peut aller. Elle peut avoir un mood d'amitié avec son enfant.
Can relate in a friendly mood, included in the mood of Vatsalya Rasa. That kind of friendly mood. Not like friend of Krishna, because Mother Yashoda's mood is that of Vatsalya.
Bien
So
sûr, le mood,
Sakheti in the mood of friendly Vatsalya. Vatsalya friendly mood.
donc Saketi peut être compris dans le mood aussi de Vatsalyaras. Donc l'amour parental, ça peut inclure un certain type d'amitié. Mais quand on dit Saketi, c'est pas un ami de Krishna comme les Gopas, etc.
So, the very favorite names of Krishna for Mother Yashoda are these: Gopal, Krishna, okay, Kanhaiya, yeah. Lala, exactly.
Donc les noms favoris de Mère Yashoda pour Krishna, c'est Gopala, Lala, Kanhaiya, etc.
Okay. Then Madhava, all right. Sometimes it's
Madhava,
also called as Madhava.
parfois.
But
Yesterday I got to know that also there is one name for Krishna. It's Gopika Sutta.
Gopika Sutta, yes.
In the 10th canto, and so I want to know, like Gopika is one name of Mother Yasoda then, because Sutta is song.
Yes. Gopika Sutta. I will come to that point. So these are the favorite names.
Je vais revenir sur ce point.
Favorite names of Krishna, very dear to the heart of Mother Yashoda. Okay? Gopala, Lala, Kanaya, Govinda also, Madhava. These are.
Donc ces noms-là sont très très chers au cœur de Mère Yashoda.
And of course, other Braja Gopis call Krishna Yashoda Dulala. Mother Yashoda loves to hear that name of Krishna too.
Les autres Braj Gopis appellent Krishna Yashoda Dulala,
When
le fils chéri de
others call
Yashoda.
Krishna Yashoda Nandanam, Yashoda Nandan, Yashoda Dulal, Nanda Dulal. Mother Yashoda also loves to hear that kind of name of Krishna.
Donc elle aime beaucoup écouter aussi ces noms-là de Krishna parlés par ses amis. Yashoda Dulal, Yashoda Nandan.
Because of its meaning, what it means. Yashoda Dulal means beloved son of Yashoda.
Yashoda Dulal veut dire le fils chéri de Mère Yashoda.
Dulal in Sanskrit term, in Brajabuli Sanskrit term, Dulal means son. Dulali means daughter.
Dulal veut dire enfant, Dulali fille.
Srimati Radharani, we call it Dulali, daughter. Vishwabhanu Dulali, Lali.
Vrishabhanu Dulali, ça c'est Radharani, la fille chérie de Vrishabhanu.
She is called in Braja as Lali. Those who have Vatsalya Rasa move to relate to Srimati Radhika, especially baby child Radhika, is called as Lali. Krishna is as Lala, Radharani as Lali.
Ceux qui ont un mood Vatsalya Ras avec Radhika, ils l'appellent Lali. Et Krishna Lala.
So, here is Yashoda Dulala and there is Vrishabhanu Dulali.
Donc il y a Yashoda Dulala et Vrishabhanu Dulali.
So, Mother Yashoda loves to hear this name. When her son, beloved son, is called closely connected with her, in close, intimate relation with her, as the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, Yashoda Dulala.
Quand Krishna est appelé en connexion avec sa mère, on l'appelle Yashoda Dulala.
Dulala not just means son, a beloved son.
Et Dulala, ça ne veut pas seulement dire fils, ça veut dire le fils chéri.
Sometimes, some other times she also loves to hear Gopala being called as Nanda Dulala, besides Yashoda Dulala, as Nanda Dulala.
Elle aime aussi l'entendre se faire appeler Nanda Dulala.
So beautiful. So, also Yashoda Nandana, Nanda Nandana, Brajendra Nandana. These are also some other names Mother Yashoda loves to hear.
Et d'autres noms que Mère Yashoda aime entendre, Yashoda Nandana, Nanda Nandana, Brajendra Nandana.
Of course, they are also very dear to the heart of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna's father. Not only mother, Krishna's mother, also Krishna's father.
Et bien sûr, ils sont aussi très chers au cœur de Nanda Maharaj, qui est le père de Krishna. Pas seulement à la mère de Krishna, mais aussi au père de Krishna.
Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Maya become very, very pleased. So glad to hear when Krishna being glorified in the songs, in the hymns. Namami Nandanandanam, Namami Nandanandanam, Namami Nandanandanam, Namami Nandanandanam. Or Jashamati Nandana, Jashamati Nandana, Brajavara Nagari, Govinda. Jashoda Nandana Krishna Gopala Govinda. In the song Jai Radha Madhava, Jashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jashoda Nandana, and that Jashoda Nandana becoming Brajajana Ranjana, giver of pleasure, great pleasure to the heart of the residents of the Braja. Who is that giver of the great pleasure, great giver of the great pleasure to the heart of Brajavasi? Jashodanandana. In that way.
Et donc, qui est donc, tous ces chants que Maharaj a chantés vraiment emplissent le cœur de Nanda Maharaj et de Yashoda Amai de joie. Et aussi dans le chant Jai Radha Madhava, Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Donc, qui est-ce qui emplit le cœur des habitants de Vraj? C'est Yashodanandana, Krishna le fils de Yashoda.
So in many places we find Krishna becoming glorified, belovedly glorified. So dearly, belovedly glorified as Nandanandanam, Nandanandana, Jashoda Nandana, Nanda Dulalo, Jashoda Dulalo, Brajendra Nandana means also same Nandanandana. Then what happens when we glorify Gopala Krishna with these names? Not only Krishna becomes pleased, but much more than that, we draw some loving attention of Ma Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. Ma Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. As they listen to us, we are glorifying their Gopala Krishna, beloved son, as Nanda Nandana, Jashoda Nandana, Nanda Dulalo, Jashoda Dulalo, Brajendra Nandana, Nanda Lala, Jashoda Lala.
Donc quand nous chantons tous ces noms de Krishna, non seulement Krishna est très heureux, mais en même temps nous attirons l'attention affectueuse de Yashoda Mai et Nanda Maharaj.
Then, besides receiving the gracious attention from Krishna, Lord Krishna, even more than that, we draw more gracious and blessed attention of Ma Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. And that becomes our extra, that becomes our additional gain, super excellent gain in our life, to be able to draw some loving attention of Nanda Maharaj, Jashoda Maya, and attract their blessings in our life. It happens in reality. We are listening.
Pas seulement nous n'obtenons pas seulement la miséricorde et les grâces de Krishna, mais nous attirons aussi les grâces de Yashoda Mai et Nanda Maharaj. Et ça devient vraiment notre richesse, notre bonus, le bonus dans notre vie spirituelle. Et c'est pas imaginaire, ça arrive vraiment en réalité.
Let us all wholeheartedly pray now to Nanda Maharaj, Ma Yashoda. Oh Divine Mother Yashodi, oh Divine Father Sinanda, Nanda Maharaj, you are all listening. We are now engaged in glorifying your son, beloved son, in close, intimate relation with both of you. Have special mercy on us. Have special blessings, mercy on us, please. Let this be prayer to them at this moment.
Nous pouvons en ce moment prier avec un cœur sincère. Oh Mère Yashoda, oh Nanda Maharaj, nous sommes maintenant engagés à glorifier votre petit enfant Gopal. S'il vous plaît, bénissez-nous.
In a similar way, we can also be engaged in prayer to our divine goddess, Srimati Radhika. while we praise, glorify Lord Krishna as Radha Natha, Radha Ramana, okay, then what? Radha Mohana, Madano Mohana Mohini, okay, that is a different context. Then Radha, there are many names, Radha Vinoda, Radha Vallabha, Radha, besides Radha Prana also there. So Radha Natha, Radha Prana, Radha Vallabha, Radha Ramana, this way. These are beautiful beloved names of Krishna in relation to intimate relations to Srimati Radhika.
Donc nous pouvons aussi attirer les bénédictions de Srimati Radhika en chantant ces noms que Maharaj a chantés, Radha Nath, Radha Raman, Radha Vallabha, etc. Tous ces noms-là attirent la grâce de Srimati Radhika parce qu'ils sont très intimement reliés à Radharani.
So while we glorify Lord Krishna, now while we sing the glories of Lord Krishna through all these beautiful names in relation to, in intimate relation to Srimati Radharani, not only Krishna becomes so pleased, specifically pleased, but also our goddess Srimati Radharani becomes so pleased, calling her beloved through the names closely, intimately connected to her. So again we have additional gain, higher, excellent, super excellent gains of the blessings and grace, not only of that of Krishna, from Krishna, also Srimati Radhika.
Pas seulement Krishna est très heureux de nous voir le glorifier, mais lorsque nous le glorifions avec des noms qui sont connectés à Srimati Radharani, alors Srimati Radhika elle nous donne aussi sa bénédiction parce qu'elle est très heureuse d'entendre le nom de son amoureux connecté à elle. Et donc ça devient un bonus de bénédiction pour nous.
And similar ways also apply to while we chant beloved names of Srimati Radhika in relation to Krishna, intimate relation to Krishna.
Et ça marche aussi lorsque nous chantons des noms de Radhika, de Radharani qui sont connectés à Krishna.
Such as Madana Mohana Mohini, Madhavi, then Damodara Priya, then Krishna Priya, Krishna, so many names there. Krishna Vallabha, then Govinda Mohini, in this way I will remember more.
Kanimana Mohini.
Yeah, mother, I said already, say Madano Mohana Mohini, I have said Govinda Mohini. I'm talking about Srimati Radhika's name now.
En fait, on parle des noms de Srimati Radhika, mais qui sont en connexion avec Krishna.
Then I already said Krishna Vallabha, Krishna Priya, I said Krishna Mayini, also Srimati Radhika's name. In the 108 names of Srimati Radhika, in the Sava. Kishori also, yes. Kishori. Krishna is Kishoro, and after in connection with Kishoro, Kishori. So then, similar way happens. Not only Srimati Radhika and Krishna both become so greatly pleased, so glad to hear they have been, Srimati Radhika becomes so so pleased and gracious to hear that she is being glorified after name of Krishna, in connection, close, intimate connection with Krishna. So, in a similar way, we receive the not only grace of Srimati Radhika, Krishna also becomes so pleased, because both their names being chanted now, okay, in relation to each other, intimate relations to each other.
Donc, lorsque nous chantons ces noms, donc soit les noms de Krishna, mais qui sont connectés à Radharani, soit les noms de Radharani qui sont connectés à Krishna, alors nous attirons pas seulement la miséricorde de l'un, mais la miséricorde de ces deux entités.
Completed brief way because it's similar way. Yes. Then we can, in that way, we can also receive this special grace, attract this special grace and mercy of Srimati Radhika, Krishnamani Radhika, is also called Devi, Karunamani.
De cette façon, nous pouvons vraiment recevoir la miséricorde spéciale de Srimati Radhika, qu'on appelle aussi Devi.
Because of that, singing her holy names in relation to her beloved Krishna.
Pourquoi? Parce que nous chantons son saint nom en relation avec son très cher Krishna.
So the reason I'm explaining, this is very important to note, the reason I'm explaining all these ways, because these are some arts of this high class devotional way of living the life, just as we know art of living. Okay, so these are some high class arts of living the higher devotional life in relation to Mother Yashoda, and Maharaj, Srimati Radhika, Sri Krishna, to attract more grace, more mercy from them.
Donc je parle de tout ça en détail parce que nous devenons vraiment devenir experts dans l'art de la vie spirituelle, d'attirer la miséricorde de Srimati Radhika, Yashoda Mai, Nanda Maharaj. Comme il y a un art de vivre qu'on doit connaître, il y a un art aussi de vivre dans cette sphère dévotionnelle pour obtenir ces miséricordes.
Because the world of Krishna Prema, the world of Radha Krishna, world of there is so much relational, filled with so different types of ecstatic relationships. So when their lordships are glorified in a beloved relational ways, okay, love relational ways, they become very pleased.
Parce que le monde du Krishna Prema est empli de relations très aimantes, emplies d'amour. Donc on doit vraiment... Deuxième question. Toi, tu étais éliminé en premier, je crois.
Ça va tout le temps dans la voiture de
Après, c'était Bhakti qui était éliminé, donc c'est toi.
Ouais, c'est vrai.
La question. Non, c'est toi.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to the same thing as last night. I didn't get a chance to ask this question. Why do we give somebody's karma if we touch their feet? We hear all the time. Karma is personal, and then you touch your feet and you're giving you karma. I can't figure it out. So ma question c'est par rapport au karma. Il dit que quand on touche les pieds de quelqu'un, on lui donne son karma. Alors moi, j'ai jamais pu comprendre comment ça marche. Pourquoi?
That's another whole world. What was your question you're going to ask?
Me also, it's not about Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, it's about something I read in Bhagavad Gita. And it's a big question I have.
Okay.
Then
Two words.
But tonight will be Bhagavad Gita. You're coming tonight.
So, please repeat your question. What is your pinpoint query? In your
She
question,
wants to know
l'essence
how
de ta
can we
question.
get some
No,
karma
but it's not
just-
it. I cannot understand why when we touch somebody's feet, it says we give them our karma, because karma is a personal thing, the actions we do ourselves. We touch the feet, that's what I've heard, but
It's like that.
so I can
It's just like that.
meaning that if somebody touched someone's feet,
Again.
the one who is touched, whose feet is touched, he is giving karma and he is taking.
What she says is when somebody touched the feet of, for example, one sadhu, then the sadhu will absorb the karma of the one who is giving, who is touching the feet.
Okay.
So she doesn't understand why, how it works. Because karma is like personal, like I did something, so I should reap the fruit. So why, by doing
Yeah,
this?
I understood your question, but I needed more clarity with the different aspects. Karma, in a word, karma simply means activity. Okay? Also, karma means fruits of action. Two different things. Anything can be activity. It is not considered like fruits of action. Activity and action are similar. But the fruits, results of action, that is it is slightly different. Much different.
Donc le mot karma veut dire action, le fait de faire une action. Mais il peut vouloir dire aussi le fruit de notre action, ce qu'on va récolter. Quand on fait une action, quand on plante une graine, ça donne un fruit, donc on appelle ça aussi le karma, le fruit qu'on récolte. Donc c'est deux choses différentes.
Sometimes the karma also used, her question is related to this aspect now I'm going to explain. Like, it's like in English, I don't know how to say, like, he's giving a bribe, we say, bribe.
Bribe.
Not bribe, vibe. Vibe means like kind of thought wave.
Okay.
The way you look at someone, don't say anything, don't speak out, just by some vibration,
Yeah.
subtle vibration, you call it vibe.
We call it like non-verbal, non-verbal communication.
You get-
vibration,
Oui. Ah, vibe. Vibe.
des vibrations.
like you get something, you know,
Perçoit.
it's very subtle type,
Yeah.
but you get something through that. It is very, how to say, very subtle, invisible, tangible at the same non-tangible way of the reciprocation. And sometimes it can be very strong, powerful. It can affect you. Oh, don't give me that look.
Ouais.
Sometimes we say, don't give me that look. Means when somebody is angry with each other, somebody, okay, looking at someone with a, how to say, with a negative mood, anger, although not expressing anything through body language, you get something. You feel so much affected by that. Okay. Also, vice versa, opposite way. Somebody is looking at someone so nicely, so sweetly and beautifully. If you receive that looks, you feel immediately your whole consciousness gets fulfilled. You love to have that association, that company. Like you feel so much filled with joy and happiness and inspired just by a vibe, just by some happy association. Okay, very effective. And the opposite way happens when it is negative. So I'm giving this example. This is also another aspect of the karma. When it is said, when you touch the feet of a sadhu, sadhu takes your karma. It is mean sadhu is absorbing certain subtle mood, subtle, how to say, notion, the very notion of that individual, okay, subtle, I'm looking for appropriate English word, like subtle consciousness, some reaction of the consciousness, reciprocation of that consciousness. It may be good or it may be bad. That's what the sadhu is absorbing a bit, like electricity current, like electricity, like static electricity, or any electricity. You just touch, you don't see anything, but it happens through touching. You know, there is science of the touching. But as soon as you touch, immediately something happens, some reciprocation, whether it's you or not. So through touching feet, something happens in a subtle way. If someone from the mode of ignorance or mode of passion touches any part of the sadhu, while sadhu is more in the mode of goodness, it's like water, it's like current, it immediately flows. Like following the principle of Reiki, you know, many people are believing in Reiki. They don't touch, but they think something emanating from the palms and some energy, okay, subtle energy, and they can cure through that. Similar principle, okay, invisible, not so directly tangible, but still it works strong.
Donc, parfois quand deux personnes vont relationner simplement, sans parler, sans faire un langage du corps, mais simplement une intention, une sorte d'onde, ou ça peut être un regard, peut communiquer et changer la conscience de l'autre. Si quelqu'un envoie un regard comme ça noir, la personne va dire « mais regarde-toi comme ça », parce que ça affecte sa conscience. Quelqu'un envoie un regard très bienveillant, alors tout de suite la personne se sent régénérée, etc., etc. Donc de la même façon, quand on dit que le sadhu absorbe le karma de celui qui touche les pieds, c'est simplement, il va absorber une certaine partie de la conscience de la personne, mais au niveau très subtil. Un petit peu comme quand par exemple le Reiki, il y a une sorte de transmission énergétique qui se fait. Donc c'est ça qu'on dit, c'est ça qui se passe. C'est comme un petit peu comme l'électricité ou l'eau, quand un peu les vases communicants, ou l'électricité quand elle est touchée, il y a quelque chose qui se passe. Ou quand on nous touche, tout de suite on sent quelque chose. Donc c'est ça qui se passe. Quand une personne touche le pied ou n'importe quelle partie d'un sadhu, c'est quelqu'un de très tamasique, alors une partie de sa conscience va être absorbée, et donc ça change.
But it happens both ways. Suppose a person under the mode of ignorance, when the people under mode of ignorance touching the feet of sadhu, the feet or hand, or coming close, while sadhu is absorbing, there some sort of karmic effect, I mean, that aspect, what I have just explained, absorbing those as a mode of ignorance or some, okay, that kind of, how to say, bad consciousness, you can say. Similarly, that person also, in a reciprocation, subtle reciprocation, that person also absorbing the mode of goodness from the sadhus. So it happens both ways.
Donc
Not just one way.
Et ça se passe dans les deux sens. Tout comme le sadhu va absorber une partie de la mauvaise, la conscience sombre de la personne qui touche les pieds, mais cette personne-là aussi va absorber la conscience vertueuse et lumineuse du sadhu.
So it immediately reacts both ways, not just one way.
Ça marche pas dans un seul sens. C'est comme les vases communicants.
Both of them give and both of them take.
Les deux,
simultaneously, both of them giving and taking.
Les deux simultanément donnent et prennent, que ce soit des bonnes ou des mauvaises choses.
So that's the nature of the answer to your question. It happens through subtle consciousness, like subtle current of the consciousness, whether bad or good.
Ça se passe au niveau de la conscience subtile, du courant de la conscience subtile, que ce soit bon ou
It's a
mauvais.
current of consciousness, like electricity, like spiritual, instead of electromagnetic way, we can say spiritomagnetic way. We have to create another term.
Il va falloir créer un autre
Bad
terme.
spirit and
Au lieu de
good
dire que
spirit.
c'est un courant électromagnétique, c'est un
Through spiritomagnetic way.
courant spiritualo-magnétique qui s'échange comme ça.
I don't mean spiritual in a good spirit sense. It may be bad spirit, it may be good spirit also.
Bien sûr, ça peut
Just
être
spiritual.
un spirito plutôt, parce que ça peut être mauvais ou bon.
C'est une fréquence spéciale.
Une sorte de fréquence de la conscience, qui se passe au niveau de la conscience.
Because usually it's used in the sense that the sadhu is going to have to assume the consequences of the does that mean also that the sadhu can suffer some of your reactions? You know, because usually
Sometimes we hear that the sadhu will suffer your reaction through his mercy.
Can happen.
Like that.
It may happen, may not happen, depending on time, place, situation, quality of the sadhu, how open he is, or she is, or how much action reactions going on between the consciousnesses, individual, collective conscious. It depending on.
Ça dépend de beaucoup d'autres facteurs, mais ça peut arriver effectivement. Mais ça dépend de beaucoup de facteurs. Le niveau du sadhu, est-ce qu'il est ouvert ou pas
T'as traduit ma question. Ma question,
Ah oui.
c'était est-ce que le sadhu il va absorber, disons, souffrir les réactions karmiques?
But it's true, when a sadhu is consciously absorbing some sinful karma from the lives of the disciples or from the lives of those who they care for, okay, then of course sadhu has to take some suffering of that, subtle way, consciously absorbing.
Mais ça se fait que si le sadhu il consciemment, parce que c'est son disciple ou alors quelqu'un pour qui il a beaucoup d'affection, consciemment il va prendre des réactions pécheresses et là effectivement, subtilement, il aura une sorte d'inconfort, une sorte de souffrance. Mais ça il faut qu'il le fasse consciemment.
Although that suffering in sadhu doesn't prolong, it doesn't go on for a long time by his own power, by his power of goodness, purity. He just becomes purified then and there. But takes suffering for a while, but becomes purified, get rid of that suffering very soon, quickly, because of his own saintly power.
Et parce qu'il est très, très puissant, alors cette souffrance, elle est très rapidement dissoute.
Happens in that way. Sometimes a sadhu becomes glorified like Nilakantham. You know, when Mahadev, Lord Shiva, drank the poison, okay, the deadly poison, and he kept it in his throat, and then immediately his throat turned into blue due to the effect of that strong, most powerful, deadly poison. Because he did not die because he was Lord Shiva. So he kept that poison in the throat turned blue, and now thereafter his devotees started glorifying Lord Shiva by another name. Nilakantham, oh Lord Nilakantham, oh the Lord Blue Throat, oh blue-throated Lord.
Parfois le sadhu il est glorifié comme Nilakantham. C'est en rapport avec le Seigneur Shiva quand il a bu l'océan de poison. Il a gardé le poison dans sa gorge et sa gorge a bleui, est devenue bleue. Et donc Nilakanta ça veut dire gorge et Nila c'est bleu. Donc depuis ses adorateurs le glorifient comme Nilakanta, celui qui a la gorge bleue.
Therefore we glorify the Supreme Lord, the sadhus, as Patita Pavana, savior of the sinners, savior of the fallen.
C'est pour ça aussi que
Savior of the sinners as well as fallen. Meaning, taking their karma, purifying them, and after absorbing their karma, it's like taking away all the poisons out from them, purifying them, and then himself or herself also digesting that poison, also getting purified. So,
c'est pour ça que les sadhus aussi sont appelés patit pavan, celui qui sauve le pécheur et les âmes déchues, en absorbant le poison de cette personne et en le digérant, le purifiant.
so it happens.
Lord Chaitanya, when he absorbed the sinful reaction of Jagat in Madhaveti, what he told, like,
Yes, you found a good example. Look, she found a good example of Damodara Prabhu.
Et ouais,
Say again.
quand Seigneur Chaitanya, il a absorbé les réactions karmiques de Jagat et Madhaveti qui étaient monumentales. Son corps est devenu noir. C'était pour montrer qu'il avait absorbé les dérivés.
Lord Chaitanya manifested that Lila. Anyway. We will be missing your presence, Uddhav Das Prabhu.
I will miss your presence, you Maharaj and all the devotees.
Krishna.
Gaur Hari Gaur. Next query. Okay, to further, to continue a little further about this, okay, in connection with your answer, just simplify it. Just putting in a very simple way. Sometimes, we say, oh, I went there, I don't like the consciousness of the atmosphere.
Pour faire plus simple, pour continuer la question, parfois on va quelque part et on dit « Ah, je suis allé là-bas et j'ai pas aimé la conscience qu'il y avait là-bas. »
I didn't like the environment. I didn't like the consciousness of that environment. Something is in the air. But I could sense, I don't like it. Very strong, everybody can, that person is saying with the feelings. Nothing tangible, perceivable in a crude way, gross way, but something is there. He can feel, he doesn't like it, he wants to avoid.
Parfois, quand on va quelque part, il n'y a rien de tangible, c'est pas concret, mais on sent qu'il y a quelque chose qui, dans la vibration, quelque chose dans l'atmosphère qui est vraiment qu'on aimerait ne pas.
And vice versa, can also happen opposite way. Oh, I went there. I felt so good about the whole atmosphere, environment. My heart was as if my heart was uplifted. I was feeling so much peace, happiness, relief, some joy. I really loved to be in that environment, in that association. Okay, I was feeling so happy.
Et au contraire, on peut aller dans des endroits où on sent l'atmosphère super, on se sent tellement bien, on se sent aimé, on sent l'amour, et on est super content d'être dans cette association-là.
Many things happen in our life, subtle ways, subtle reciprocation.
Il y a plein de choses subtiles qui arrivent dans nos vies.
Next query.
J'ai une question. En fait, tout à l'heure, il parlait, je l'ai dit en français, tout à l'heure, il parlait de cultiver notre amour pour Dieu, à travers la sadhana, de cultiver, grandir en grandissant. Et je voulais savoir pourquoi c'était si dur, si c'était parce qu'en fait, nous, notre âme, était prisonnière du corps qui lui est limité. Voilà. Et je veux savoir si, et par la même occasion, si il y a une limite un peu à notre amour dans ce corps humain.
In the beginning you were speaking about cultivating our love, get bigger and bigger and bigger, and he was asking how come it's so hard? Is it because we are limited by this body, and is there a limitation to our love because of this body?
Is there any limitation of love? Love feeling because of the body?
Having a deep and greater sadhana of our love.
Yeah, the body is limited. If our love of God is limited too, because the soul is prisoner, captive. The soul is captive of the body, and the body is limited. So is our love is limited too?
Again, it depends. It depends on the quality and qualification of the individual being. Okay.
Donc ça dépend de la qualité et la qualification de chaque individu.
And also the environment that individual being is living, sharing his life with, because a lot of influence from the environment also there. It changes the things, action, reactions.
Ça dépend aussi de l'environnement dans lequel on est, parce que l'environnement c'est vraiment important. Et ça peut changer des choses.
Okay. So, if the nature of the individual being is more gross type, more gross, crude type, more in the mode of ignorance and passion instead of being in goodness, then the bodily existence of that individual, or even collective individuals, become some obstacles, great hindrance on the way of expressing the love in liberation, to make the love flow like a spring, surging the love from the heart with liberation, gets limited, conditioned because of his conditionals.
Donc si la nature de quelqu'un elle est plus grossière, plus dans le mode de l'ignorance et de la passion, à ce moment-là le corps il peut devenir un obstacle au jaillissement de cet amour. C'est ça?
But on the other hand, there can be some individuals who are considered like Jivanamukta, liberated when they are alive. Jivanamukta, there is a term. Although they are in the body, like the great lives, for example, like the great lives in this world, they are not earthly plane. Although they are still living in the body, the soul living in their body, but because of their qualities, because of their, uplifted qualities, their elevated state of consciousness, okay, higher qualifications, their soul consciousness is not limited by the bodily conditioning, because their bodily conditioning also in the mode of goodness, instead of being in the mode of passion or ignorance. So bodily conditioning becoming a favorable conduit, favorable media to support their love feelings, expression of love for God, okay, to spring up, surge nicely, supporting instead of being hindrance.
Il y a des êtres qui s'appellent des Jivanamukta, c'est des êtres qui sont connectés déjà, et du coup leur corps il devient même favorable à encore plus d'amour. Leur corps il est lié à leur amour et il va devenir encore plus conducteur à ce que l'amour soit encore plus fort.
Et qui ont ils ont un corps matériel?
Oui, ils ont un corps matériel. Mais en fait, comme eux, en fait, ils sont pas affectés par leur corps. Leur corps, il les aide.
Mais il est plus matériel.
Are they in a material body?
Can be.
Can be.
Yeah, while they are living in the material body, still the nature, the quality of the body is much higher than compared to the ordinary commoners.
Ça peut être
Worldly
un corps
persons.
matériel, mais en fait la nature devient beaucoup plus élevée de leur corps matériel, devient beaucoup plus élevée qu'un corps commun.
In other words, the material body, okay, relatively, in a relative sense, even the mundane bodies of the pure devotees, okay, earthly bodies of the pure devotees, while living in this worldly plane on the earth, qualitatively higher than the ordinary bodies, ordinary bodily nature, which is very much, which are very materially type, grossly material, but they are more spiritualized. Although there is some material affection still found because they are still living on the mundane plane. Okay, we cannot deny that there is no material affair, everything completely divine. That is, through inner vision we can find is completely divine quality, but they also have some material affection outside. Okay, so, but still, even the quality of their material body is much higher than compared to the ordinary person's material body. You need to understand that. Cannot be compared. Their bodily consciousness, mental consciousness, all are filled with higher holiness and divinity, which other just simple ordinary material people don't have.
We're speaking about pure devotees, huh?
Yes, pure devotees, comparing between pure
Yes.
devotee's body, qualities of the pure devotee's body and the qualities of the body of the ordinary material persons. Cannot be compared.
Donc, en fait, le corps des purs dévots, il ne peut pas être comparé avec un corps commun. Même si, comme ils sont sur la plateforme, ils sont dans le monde matériel, donc il y a certains aspects qui sont dans la plateforme matérielle, donc, la qualité de leur corps n'a rien à voir avec un corps commun. Ils ont une qualité supérieure. Bien sûr, à l'intérieur est complètement spirituel, mais même la qualité de leur corps est supérieure.
Okay. So, it's not the case when the soul is within the body will always be imprisonment for the soul. But on the higher state of on the higher state of the spiritual cultivations, even on the material plane, while living with the material body, can also be liberating. Body, instead of becoming all the time obstruction or obstacles, it can be transparent via media too, for the divine love to flow, for the divine love to flow in relation to the God. So it's not that body can always be the imprisonment or obstacle on the way.
Because with this body we can pray, we can sing.
Yes, yes, it can be favorable conduit, favorable media. Instead of being opaque, it can be transparent. Like in the telescopic system. Although there are so many lanes, looks like so many obstacles, but actually they are not obstacles. They further our vision instead of acting as obstacles. The spiritualized bodies of the spiritual qualities in the pure devotees, act opposite way, that of concept of imprisonment for the soul. It helps soul's liberation spirit. Like in the yogis, great yogi, you cannot compare the bodies of the yogis and the ordinary person. Everybody understands.
Donc, alors bien que notre âme elle soit prisonnière de ce corps, mais en fait c'est pas qu'une prison. On peut, grâce à ce corps, si on a envie de s'élever, que ça devienne un atout. Parce que grâce à ce corps, on peut prier, on peut chanter et tout. Et il compare ça comme à un télescope. On peut croire qu'il y a plein d'obstacles, puisqu'il y a plein de lentilles, mais en fait non, ça accrue encore plus la vision. Donc ce corps, il peut nous élever. C'est pas juste une prison. Il peut vraiment nous permettre de nous élever. Et on ne peut pas comparer aussi le corps d'un yogi à un corps commun. Ça, on arrive bien à comprendre. Donc si on élève notre conscience, notre corps, ça sera un atout.
Okay. So answer to your question?
Yeah.
It's clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Clear. So this is what it is. It all depends on.
Yeah.
these things cannot be judged just black and white way, all depending on the personal qualifications, personal individual qualities, collective qualifications, collective karma, action, reaction, environment we are living in, okay, depending.
Ça dépend vraiment
Whether
de
body will be
chacun.
imprisonment to soul, or it can also be transparent via media,
Tout le
supporting the liberation of the love for God.
Donc ça peut être un véhicule complètement opaque, dépendant de l'environnement, ou ça peut être vraiment un médium transparent qui va nous aider.
Je suis à la recherche d'un lieu et un ashram pour apprendre le tantra. Enfin, j'ai fait déjà du tantra, déjà fait en France, avec Bhakti à Paris. Et j'aimerais en fait acquérir un enseignement dans un ashram en Inde. En fait, et je n'ai pas encore recherché dans cette direction, mais j'aimerais avoir des adresses correctes.
Vu que c'est pas sa voix à lui, je sais pas si...
Est-ce qu'il connaît?
Je vais demander.
Voilà.
So she's into tantra, and she would like to inquire if you know some addresses in India where she could learn tantra.
Tantra?
Yeah.
Tantra yoga? Tantra yoga? Tantra yoga?
So, which part of the tantra you are mostly interested in? The tantra is another world. Okay, there's so many aspects of the activities.
En fait, c'est tout un monde, le tantra. Il veut savoir quel aspect du tantra qui t'intéresse.
Le yoga, ça peut être un yoga, ça peut être du dessin, ça peut être...
Quand tu parles tantra, c'est quoi pour toi, tantra?
Les médecines, le yoga.
Parce que c'est tout un monde. Donc, c'est...
Okay, there is low class tantra and high class tantra.
Il y a le tantra de bas étage et le haut tantra.
Okay, so I can give you some addresses for practicing the high class tantra. It will be good for you.
Je peux te donner des adresses de tantra qui seront très bons pour toi.
Because some part of the tantras also deals with ghost, okay, evil forces, black magics.
Le tantra, c'est aussi les fantômes, la magie noire.
To do harm to others,
faire du mal
acquire
aux
some sort of paisachik siddhi. Okay.
Ceux qui veulent des pouvoirs un peu comme ça, maléfiques et tout. Voilà, c'est ça, c'est ça aussi.
Part of the tantra, black magic. In the Western world also found on certain portions, parts of the Western world, some practice of black magic, vampire, this and that. All
Non, tu peux nous dire que par rapport à aller au McDonald's, j'aimerais aller à beaucoup.
She wants the first class tantra.
Exactly, good. Okay. All right, so exactly, so I'm also favorable to that. Yes, you can receive some addresses in India. You can come and practice some first class tantra.
Il pourra t'aider, il donnera des adresses de bonne qualité de tantra.
It will be favorable to your higher spiritual life. Okay? Ultimately you have to learn Vaishnava Tantram, Krishna Tantram. The Tantram activity relating to the Supreme God, who is very powerful but very beautiful at the same time.
Et ultimement, ça t'apportera au tantram du Seigneur qui est très puissant et très beau à la fois.
Very powerful but very blissful at the same time. So,
très puissant mais très...
Joyeux, très haut.
Ouais. Blissful. Comment tu dirais blissful? Plein de félicité.
a source of power, but also source of bliss. Means sometimes power represents roughness, toughness, but blissfulness may not represent that roughness, toughness.
Actually, Tantra means power. That's why you're... Because I don't know.
Okay, I'll explain that. So, So you need to relate to that kind of tantra, okay, relating to the Supreme God. Okay.
En fait, il faut que tu te diriges vers ce genre de tantra, vers le tantra du Seigneur suprême.
Where you can have some mystic power, but combined with beauty and divine beauty and bliss. Okay. Then it will be.
Pour atteindre des pouvoirs mystiques, mais qui vont t'amener à Dieu.
That will be best gain.
Ce sera le meilleur pour toi.
How can we come to India? When are you going to come to India?
Is it different from Bhakti Yoga? This is how you go from it? It's different. Huh?
When she really, just a moment please, excuse me. When she really wants to come to India, she wants some address. Okay, so it's not always easy to come to India and stay there without full preparation.
Yes.
When she has that preparation, then you can write to me, I can give you nice address. She can also cultivate higher tantric spiritual life, high class, good tantra spiritual life.
Okay.
In relation to
Quand tu
Krishna.
seras prête, parce qu'il faut se préparer pour aller en Inde, quand tu seras prête, eh ben, il pourra lui écrire et il lui donnera des adresses où tu pourras vraiment développer un tantra très élevé de l'amour de Dieu.
Okay. All right.
Est-ce que c'est des enseignements qui durent dans la durée? Est-ce qu'il faut prévoir un temps?
She wants to know if it will be long teachings or how long she should stay.
It depends, you know. The course of tantra activities, unlike yoga activities. Well, there is no such way that you have got a course for learning the tantra, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, then come back. It's not really like that. It all depends on your qualification, how quickly you can learn, okay, how quickly you can absorb some of the tantric ways, and you develop, make advancement. So therefore there is no mechanical way of some course bound by the time.
Il dit en fait le tantra c'est pas comme le yoga où on te dit ok dans 3 mois tu auras cette qualification. Il dit en fait ça dépend de toi, de tes qualifications à toi, combien de temps tu peux retenir les choses, tu peux apprendre. En fait c'est pas mécanique comme le hatha yoga par exemple.
Okay, even there cannot be any limited course for developing, for cultivating some high-class yoga like meditation, some parts of the hatha yoga, meditations, and like awakening kundalini energy. Nobody can say, oh, you just come and cultivate for 6 months, 1 year, you will definitely awaken kundalini energy or hatha yoga.
En fait, tous les genres de yoga, on ne peut pas te dire en tant de temps tu vas atteindre des choses. Donc c'est en fait aucun yoga, on peut te promettre en ce temps-là tu vas. C'est pas mécanique comme ça.
Only certain only on some lower level. In other words, I don't want to use the term lower; it has negative connotation. Only on some primary level. Only on some neophyte or primary levels, elementary level of practices of certain yogic activities like physical exercise, little mental exercise, pranayama. There can be some courses, okay? Something like more technical, mechanical, tangible, but as it goes higher and higher, no time cannot be bound by a limited time period. A certain time limit, it doesn't work that way. It works rather when it happens, it happens. You have to wait patiently until it happens. That is its nature.
Il y a juste dans les genres d'exercices peut-être primaires, élémentaires, comme apprendre à respirer, le pranayama, ou la gymnastique ou enfin, tu vois, ce genre de yoga où on peut te dire ok en tant de temps tu vas. Mais si tu veux aller plus profond dans n'importe quel genre de yoga, ça arrivera quand ça arrivera. Il faut être patient et ça arrive quand ça doit arriver. Mais il n'y a pas de, on peut pas te donner un temps défini.
Okay. Yes, please.
Yeah, because you were talking about this higher kind of tantra. Because in the West, there's a lot of sex tantra, in English magazine, they're really into it. But the real tantra, the higher tantra, what's the difference with Bhakti yoga? Is it different? Same thing?
Vous voulez savoir c'est quoi la différence entre le tantra élevé et le bhakti yoga?
The very meaning of the term tantra have different folds, different aspects. While we use the term, the word tantra, in first class way, with first class concept, highest concept of it, then Bhakti Yoga also closely related with the tantra. Tantra means some specific functionings, specific spiritual functionings, cultivations. That means tantra. It can be bad, it can be good.
Tantra, ça veut dire, la signification de tantra, ça veut dire un fonctionnement spécifique de quelque chose. Donc ça peut être bon ou mauvais, et ça peut se lier au bhakti yoga. En fait, ça veut, la définition de tantra, c'est ça. C'est vraiment la... Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit? J'ai oublié.
Specific spiritual performance.
Voilà, c'est une performance spécifique de quelque chose, spirituel.
Following certain systems of certain spirituality, performing, having some performance, culture, tantra.
C'est une culture de performance d'un certain système. Voilà, ça veut dire ça en fait. Tantra, c'est vague. Donc ça peut être dans plein de domaines différents.
So it can also be Bhakti Yoga culture, in the highest sense of the meaning.
Donc ça peut être vraiment la pratique du Bhakti Yoga en son sens le plus élevé, la pratique la plus élevée.
Bhakti Yoga
ça
tantra.
peut être dans plein de domaines différents. En fait, c'est un terme qui a été galvaudé en Occident, parce qu'on peut le mettre dans tout finalement. Parce que c'est la pratique d'un système.
So we stop. One more.
Il y a un web
Non.
Encore une
Non,
Il y a une question, Gopi.
Gopi,
Ramalila Devi.
est-ce que peut-être ta question sur la Bhagavad Gita ce soir, mais ta question sur le nom que tu veux qui...
Yes, I just wanted to know about Yashoda, why we call her Gopika, because when we call Krishna Gopika Sutta.
Gopika.
I want to know because my name is Gopika, and this morning I got to know from the 10th canto of Bhagavatam that we call also Krishna Gopika Sutta.
Yes. First of all, we need to understand the meanings, very meanings of the term Gopika. Gopika means female gopi. Gopika, another way, female gender of the Gopa. Gopa and Gopi or Gopika. Okay. Transcendental term, so we call divine damsel. Damsel of the Brajat.
Une demoiselle de Braj.
Angels, damsels.
Donc en fait, tu veux le dire en français, ta question?
Vas-y, juste 2 secondes, je tourne par rapport.
Ok. Donc elle a lu dans le 10e chant que c'était un nom de Krishna, Gopika, de Yashoda.
On appelle Krishna Gopika Sutta, ça veut dire fils de Gopika. Donc ce qui voudrait dire que Gopika c'est aussi un nom de Yashoda.
Okay. Donc il a expliqué déjà Gopika. Gopika c'est le féminin de Gopa, donc c'est le genre féminin. Et c'est divinement féminin, c'est les demoiselles de Braj.
The term Gopa or Gopi or Gopika all connected to the divine cows. Cows of Vrindavana, go. those who are engaged in Gopalana, Padhatu, engaged in taking care of the cows so lovingly and so much involved, connected with the milk business.
Alors,
I
ce
don't
terme,
mean milk business means money making all the time. Just milk engagement, creating milk product called Gopa. Okay, male gender called Gopa, female gender called Gopika.
donc, en fait, Gopa, Gopi, c'est aussi des termes qui sont reliés à ceux qui s'occupent des vaches. Donc, avec beaucoup d'amour. Donc, tous ceux qui s'occupent des vaches avec beaucoup d'amour, qui sont qui s'occupent des produits laitiers, des vaches, du bien-être des vaches, sont aussi appelés Gopa et Gopi. Donc, c'est vraiment lié aussi aux vaches, comme nous.
Okay. So
Parce que Go, c'est les vaches.
in simple terms, it's called milkman, milkoman. Milkman, milkoman.
Donc, dans les termes simples, on peut dire les laitières et les laitiers.
Simple term. But in transcendental sense, the transcendental spiritual term is called, they are like just remember the term, like angels and damsels. They are divine angels and damsels of the Goloka, Vrindavana.
Mais d'un point de vue spirituel, on peut les appeler les anges ou les demoiselles de Vrindavan.
He angels, she angels.
Des anges filles et des anges garçons. Yeah, we don't have two different terms in French.
You don't have the two different terms in French. Okay, in relation to Radha Krishna, Gopas are he angels, Gopika or Gopis, she angels. Beloved associates, loving servitor come beloved associates of Radha Krishna.
Donc c'est tous des associés adorés de Radha et Krishna.
Okay, so Braja Gopis, Gopis or Gopika, in another term called Braja Lakshmi, expansion of the Lakshmi Tattva, Braja Lakshmi. Lakshmi, not of Vaikuntha, of Golaka. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpa vriksha, laksha briteshu surabhi rabhipalayantam. Then Lakshmi sahasra satasam brahmasedvyamanam, that Lakshmi. Braja Lakshmism. Lakshmi sahasra satasam brahmasedvyamanam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So Gopika means also Lakshmi, Braja Lakshmi. Therefore I am calling it, trying to find the English terms like damsels, angels, something like high class, who are related with no ordinary cows, Surabhi cows, each and every cow on the plain of Vrindavana, transcending the concepts of the ordinary cows.
Il faut savoir que les vaches à Braj, c'est pas des vaches ordinaires, c'est des vaches extraordinaires.
Yes.
Wow. I
So-
wish we had cows like this here.
So thereby, so they do not have ordinary milk business, but the nectarine, very special type of super tasty, super delicious nectarine milk business. Okay, centering around Krishna Radhika.
Donc,
The Gopi.
le lait de ces vaches, c'est pas juste un lait ordinaire, c'est un nectar extra ce nectar il sert aussi à servir Radha et Krishna.
There on that plane, the conception of the milk is not just only milk like we find in the material world. As the milk is not coming from the ordinary cows, coming from Surabhi. Similarly, the nature of the milk is there as like life-giving nectarine elixir.
Donc le lait,
Okay, life-giving nectar, life-sustaining, nurturing, fulfilling nectar in the form of milk.
le lait là-bas n'a rien à voir avec le lait qu'on peut trouver ici. C'est un lait, c'est un nectar qui apporte la vie, qui soutient la vie.
Ouais, une comparaison avec le justement, le petit.
Okay. On that plane, rivers don't flow ordinary water, but nectarine water.
Au monde spirituel, même les rivières, c'est pas de l'eau ordinaire, c'est du nectar, c'est de l'eau nectar.
I can go into the whole explanation of everything. I don't want to take time, details. So now coming back to the point of your question. So now this is Gopika, okay? This is the identity concept of the real Gopika, Gopi or Gopika. Yes.
Donc pour revenir à ta question, vraiment pour expliquer ce terme Gopika, que c'est vraiment le top de ces dames.
Commonly, Gopi or Gopika means any damsel, any divine consort of Krishna, okay, in the Braja, commonly.
Donc quand on dit communément, Gopika, on parle de toutes les associées de Krishna, toutes les gopis.
I tell you again, the term Gopika has broad meanings. It's very broad. Gopika includes all the gopis of the Braja, okay, of different levels of relationships with Krishna. Some of them are like some of them small girls, like daughters in the level of the daughters to Krishna, Krishna Radhika. Some of them more friendly, the equal age group in friendship. Some of them, okay, more like concert type, concert relation, Krishna. While some others are all motherly figure, okay, motherly figure. So they are different. All can be termed as Gopika, gopis, of different levels of relations. Okay.
Donc le terme Gopika, il est commun à toutes les gopis, de tous les niveaux, des petites filles, aux amies, aux amoureuses et celles qui sont plus comme des mamans. À tous les niveaux de gopis, on peut appeler des Gopika.
So here, when it is applied to, the term Gopika applied to Mother Yashoda, then it gets then it is applied with prominence, utmost prominence, indicating principal Gopika, most prominent of all the Gopika of her age group, mother figures, Gopika. Foremost of all the Gopika, most prominent and foremost of the mother figure Gopikas. Okay.
Quand ce terme il est associé à Yashoda, on dit que c'est la gopi la plus proéminente de cet âge des grandes gopis, quoi.
La mère des gopis.
Ouais, les mamans.
And the very son of that Gopika is Krishna. Okay. So Gopika Sutta means Krishna, Gopala, Damodara, Madhava, Govinda.
Sutta means son.
Yes.
Donc Gopika Sutta, c'est un nom de Krishna parce que Sutta veut dire fils. Donc c'est le fils de cette Gopika proéminente.
So son of the Gopika who is foremost of in her group, Mother Yashoda. So, Gopika Sutta Devi Dashi means you are considered as the loving servitor to that Krishna who is the beloved son of the principle of Gopika. Mother Jashoda in Braja.
Ton nom c'est Gopika Sutta?
No, my name is not Gopika Sutta, my name is Gopika Devika, but it's just that I heard Gopika Sutta and
Oh,
I
I
was
see.
wondering, because it's first time I hear we call Mother Yashoda with Gopika.
Okay. Right, so your name is not Gopika
But now I
Sutta.
know
Okay.
that we can give Gopika Sutta and it's beautiful.
Yes.
It's very beautiful.
Gopika Sutta, the son of the most beautiful, prominent Gopika of Braja,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Gopika Kanta, which means Gopika Kanta.
Gopika Kanta. Same. Kanta means beloved, beloved husband.
So it's a different.
Sutta and Kanta different from each other.
Kanta c'est plus l'amoureux, donc c'est pas la même gopi. Sutta ça va être le fils et comme Kanta c'est plus l'amoureux, donc ça va pas être la même gopi.
D'accord.
So it's the name of Radharani.
Gopika Kanta, no, Krishna. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindho, Dina Bandhu, Jagatpati, Gopesha, Gopika Kanta, Krishna's name.
C'est un nom
Kanta, Radha
qui est aimé.
Kanta.
Oui, celui qui est aimé.
Gopika Kanta means beloved of the gopis, Gopika. Also then next Radha Kanta. Specifically, is the Kanta, he is the Kanta of Srimati Radhika, Radharani. Specifically, he is the beloved, one and only supreme beloved of Srimati Radharani.
Le Radhika Kanta, ça c'est vraiment spécifique à elle. Gopika Kanta, c'est un nom de Krishna, celui qui est adoré, aimé par les gopis. Very nice.
So, you are satisfied with the answer? You have further query?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Maharaj.
So, Gopika Devi. Gopika Devi, that's your name?
Yes, but my Guru Devi gave me Gandharva.
Gandharva?
Yes. Narayan Maharaj.
Okay.
When I was child, but because I already had Gopika, everybody's calling me Gopika.
Gopika. Both are interrelated. Gandharva, Gopika, interrelated. They are not same though, but interrelated.
Because you said Gopika is like an angel and Gandharva are like angels?
No, Gandharva is directly Srimati Radharani. Radharani, but she is called as Gandharva or Gandharvika because she is specially adept in music as the goddess of, as the supreme goddess of the music and all musical melodies. It's called Gandharva or Gandharvika. Because Gandharva is a special race in the world of the music who are specialized. It's a specialized race of the musical world.
Okay.
They're called Gandharva. And Srimati Radhika is the queen of all the Gandharvas. Gandharvas. Queen goddess, in other words, goddess, presiding goddess of all musical melodies and beauty. Gandharvika.
En fait, Gandharva, c'est une race spéciale qui sont vraiment spécialisés en les arts de la musique.
C'est terrien ou c'est... Non, c'est...
Ouais. Et du coup, Radharani, c'est la divine, c'est la reine divine de tout, c'est la meilleure de tous les Gandharvas. C'est la meilleure dans tout ce qui est art de la musique.
Sarasvati, c'est Radharani.
Saraswati, c'est Saraswati.
Oui, Sarasvati, je crois que c'est elle qui la déesse de la musique en fait.
C'est la connaissance.
La connaissance.
Ouais.